Hey guys, it's your girl Latifa on CFU TV. Today we'll be going down the street to find out from people what coronavirus means, some of the symptoms, and why is the disease very deadly. Stay tuned with me or follow me as we go down the street to find out. I will be right back.
Check out your time, it is time to the guess, baby, get come let us get.
Please tell us what coronavirus means.
Coronavirus is like a disease. It's like a disease. A virus that is being passed, according to the news, it is being passed by one, like it's being contacted through people. Through people, like I touch you, you touch me. Corona don't show.
Can you tell us why the disease is deadly?
It is deadly because it kills.
Okay, can you tell us how we can prevent it? Some symptoms and how we can prevent it.
I had fever,
Okay,
hotness of the body.
okay.
I think that's what I can say.
How can we prevent it?
How can we prevent it? I had avoiding people who have the disease,
Okay.
and I heard somewhere online taking enough water.
Hey!
I don't know.
I never expected it.
Check out your time, it is time to the guess, baby, get come let us.
Can you tell us what coronavirus means?
All right. Coronavirus is a disease from the China, which presently or recently I heard there's a case in Lagos.
Okay.
And this virus can be contacted through animals, contact with animals, and of course within humans. And I also learned that by touching your face, you can contact this virus, and also touching your mouth. So as to that effect, we are advised to wash our hands regularly and look for possible ways to deter from this virus.
Okay. Why do you think the disease is so deadly?
Because there are reports and there are details that it has killed, if I'm right, not more than 500 in China, and it's fast spreading, so it is deadly.
How do you advise us to prevent this disease?
Well, like I said earlier, by washing our hands regularly and
Okay.
avoiding some handshakes will help in preventing the virus.
Okay.
Well, I don't actually know what it means because I'm not a medical practitioner, but it's kind of originated from China, and the outbreak since then has been kind of epidemic. It has been killing a lot of people, and a lot of persons have been on quarantine. So I don't think that's coming to Nigeria though, although there were speculations, and I think that suspicion was erased eventually when they said the person they suspected eventually didn't have the virus.
Okay, ma. How do you think we can prevent this virus?
First of all, I think people coming into the country from China need to be on quarantine, and before then they also need to be checked up properly with the proper equipment, because these days, when they give them this equipment to use, they sell them off and generate funds from it all. So what they need to do is to make sure they have the nose guard, the mouth guard, and all those other things to prevent the virus from being contracted by anybody.
Check out your time, it is time to the guess, baby, get come let us get.
Please tell us what coronavirus means.
Coronavirus. Before the virus went viral, we used to know it as an influenza. There was a BC I read on WhatsApp like 2 days back. So on this BC, it was detailed about the beginning of the virus.
Okay.
So it was made in a Chinese laboratory, that's in Wuhan, something like that. So it was used as an agent to, control the Chinese citizens by their government, something like that. So they never thought the virus could be that dangerous. So this virus now, when it gets into someone, like when it is being contracted by someone, it won't. From the BC, I think it's a maximum of 28 days thereabouts that the person will start seeing signs of the virus. So from there you start seeing like maybe coughing, dry coughing, the symptoms, dry coughing, headache. So from there the lung will start how there's this word, this medical word they use. I've forgotten it. So the person starts seeing signs. That's when the virus will take full effect. So that's all I know about the virus.
Okay, how do you think we can prevent this virus?
Okay, there are several preventive measures.
Okay.
Like one, you wash your hands regularly with soap regularly. And two, when sneezing, you need to cover your mouth, something like that.
Okay.
And three, when you come in contact with anyone you think has the virus, I'm just assuming, assumption, there's no need for close contact. When there's close contact, you might contract the virus. So once the virus is contracted, the person dies. There's no, as it is right now, there's no remedy. There's no vaccine for the virus. So that's all I know about the virus.
Can you please tell us what coronavirus means?
Well, I don't really know, but okay. They said it's a lungs disease, according to them, or according to what I've been seeing. And it's contacted from cough. Probably when an infected person coughs and then you inhale you get it. So that's all I know,
What are the symptoms of this disease?
The one I know very well is the cough that people I'm talking about.
Okay.
The coughing. And I think it's an airborne disease, something like that.
Check out your time, it is time to the guess. Baby, girl, come let us.
Okay, can you tell us what coronavirus means?
Coronavirus is a disease. A disease that kills, a kind of disease that's inside the body. Kind of disease that's inside the body. It's a disease that contact you, what they call it. Contact you, what they call it. I don't know, but it's a disease.
Okay, what are the symptoms of this disease?
You have constant fever, constant headache, constant sneezing, constant and others.
Why do you think the disease is so deadly?
The disease is deadly because it's a disease that can kill. It's not a disease that just stays in the body and it kills slowly.
I never expected.
Check out your time, it is time to the guess. Baby, girl, come let us.
Welcome back. I hope you learned a lot from this show because I really learned a lot about this coronavirus stuff and ways to prevent it. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow our social media page. See you next time.